Happy New Year. Happy 2024. Graves Gang to you from me and mine. So, you see it, you clicked on it. The title of this video says it all. How to have the best year of our lives. I believe wholeheartedly in my soul and spirit that this is just going to be an amazing year for the ones who are intentional, who are proactive, who are I don't want to say about that hustle culture, who just ready to put in the work, who are ready to grind. So with that being said, I believe there are 5 things that you need to do that will allow you to have the best year of your life. So starting with number 1, introspection. Plain and simple, you need to think what went well last year and what went wrong. How could you improve on what went wrong? And if what went right for you, if you can become more steady or consistent in it. So, point number 1, plain and simple, introspective. You need to think about yourself. Are you the greatest version of yourself? No. Are you where you want to be? Could be, possibly not. So, I think there's the gap of who we want to be and where we want to be, and there's where we are. And in that gap, that space, there's some work that we need to do. So, taking that time to become introspective and look into ourselves, hey, we can think and say, probably pinpoint, this and this and this is what I need to do. So, write it down and let's come with a plan to attack it, which leads me to point number 2. You need to write your goals down. I know it sucks. It's weird. It's so antiquated, writing stuff down. We all got phones now, but I believe there's some type of power in writing something down. So we need to write our goals down. With that, I don't know if you haven't heard or if you have, but there are things called SMART goals. Lord forgive me because I don't know them offhand, but I do know is something measurable in the ART. So nevertheless, you look it up and I'm going to tell you, yes, that's how your goals should be. SMART. Hey, I know you're wondering. You're in a different hoodie. You even have a different background than yesterday. That is correct. In watching the video, watching it back, I know I said that SMART goals, hey, you should look it up. That was irresponsible of me, so forgive me. With that being said, we got to correct it. I can't be out here trying to give self-improvement or self-help advice and not be as detailed and just astute as I should be. So with that being said, we're going to correct it. Yesterday, I said you should have SMART goals. SMART meaning specific, measurable, obtainable, relevant, and timely goals. I then kind of fumbled and got to the point of being specific or having detailed goals. But in giving you a quick point on each one of those as to why you should be with each one. Specific, I already said that, so I don't believe I should have to kind of regurgitate that one. Detailed, boom. Measurable, you cannot track what is not measured. My brain automatically goes to fitness and weights. Someone says they want to lose weight. Are you tracking your macros? Do you know what those are? Which leads me to, hey, you need to be educated. But again, that's another video. I'll do that one tonight, maybe. So measurable, gotta measure. Achievable, it needs to be difficult, but not impossible. So hard, a little bit of resistance, but not end of the world and it's gonna fry your brain type and you're gonna become overwhelmed and not wanna do it at all. I had a sports psychology class in college and the guy said, you want something to be like a 70% completion or success rate because that 70% allows you to feel competent, but you still have room for improvement and want to grow and try to reach for at least the 80 and 90 percentile. So needs to be, again, achievable, not impossible, relevant. If you have a large goal, guess what? You need to have kind of minor goals that stack together so they aid you in that overall goal being achieved. And lastly, timely. That's why I said in its 12-week yearbook, it says, hey, 3 months, that's a good time span. Give it all you got. And one caveat, one tip I did leave out from that book is that every Sunday you are to have a meeting with your accountability partner, group or community, if you will, and you are to kind of go over the past week, what went well, what went wrong, and that reflection, it allows you to help you prepare for the next week, stay on track or get back on it. So I hope that makes sense. Thank you for allowing me to clarify and clear that up, and because I want to provide good content. Everybody wants to do this, but we should be doing it to a high level, or to at least our best, and that wasn't my best, so forgive me. We're gonna do better. I love to just cut this joint on and go, because if y'all could hear me when I'm just around the house and anywhere else, this stuff just flows out of me. But it's something about writing your thoughts down and then trying to be prim and proper and perfect. It ain't gonna work. Or it doesn't work for me. Back to the video. Remember, I love you. God loves you more. Don't forget to scrape your tongue. And a tomato is a fruit. Bye. Or I could say and present it to you this way. They need to be detailed. You need to have some detailed goals. They need to be realistic. I'm pretty sure that's one. That's the R. You see the light? Or you said A. A, right. A is in smart. Yes, it's A in smart. And again, I don't know which letter or what the A is, so forgive me, because I'm trying to provide you with self-help content and I don't even know it all. But nevertheless, detailed goals. Okay, sure. It's a light. That's a light. Do you want to sit here with me? Yeah. Okay, so I need for you to sit here. I'm trying to help the people. Can I do that? Can I help the people? No. Okay, well, go on ahead. Bye, Felicia. Bye. Take your mama watch tour. Thank you. Detailed goals. We've all heard it. The devil is in the details. So we need to have some detailed goals. And excuse me, because I want to look at my notebook and just make sure I ain't missing. Yeah, you need to write detailed goals. Have an action plan. You need to have an action plan. What does a successful day for you look like? And maybe I should have recommended the books, because that could have helped trigger me and I could get into that bag. But nevertheless, detailed goals. What do you want to do daily, weekly, monthly, or even quarterly? And if you do those every day, it would lead to a successful week, thus forth a successful month, thus forth a successful quarter. We string those together, and that's how we end up having a successful year. So, number 2, detailed goals, plans, action steps, and consequences. What does it look like if it's a light, honey? It's an A. Yeah, it's a light. Detailed goals. And what does it look like? What do the consequences look like if we do not hit or reach our daily goals? Because again, once we falter on a daily, it will mess us up on the week, and it's hard to you're gonna end up playing catch up, and we don't want to do that. So, detailed goals. And I think I gotta recommend this book. First book I want you to read, which relates to the introspection. You need to read One Word. I'll post it somewhere along here. But it is One Word by John Gordon and 2 other authors. And in this book, with respect to whoever you believe in, it's going to allow or ask of you to spend some time and for you to seek the one word that you could apply to every facet in your life. And man, I'm going to tell you, you're going to start seeing or hearing that word everywhere. And that's how you know that's your word. And that word is going to be revolutionary. So instead of having these lofty goals and resolutions that, most people, they got about a week left till they faltered off. So the one word, it's going to help you, because again, it's one word. You have to think, am I applying myself, or this one word to whatever I'm doing. So for me personally, my word was intentional. So this year, I have in my notes a document says that I want to work on spirituality, finances, relationships, personal and professionally, and I believe it's one more, but nevertheless, those are some categories that I would like to work or become, one word, intentional in, so that I can have the best year of my life. So this book, the one word was the book to read. Boom, might have to show it again, but go get you that. Second book, which leads to what I was saying about having daily to weekly to monthly goals. It is this book here. This book right here, y'all. If you can't see it. This book, 12-week year. Basically, you are condensing a year into 12 weeks. You do 12 times 4, that basically 3 months. So you have 4 quarters or 3 months to focus on whatever specific goal you would like to have or outcome you would like to have. So again, I just gave you that again. If you string successful action plans or goals and consequences of what a successful day looks like for you, and if you don't hit whatever your tasks are for that day, it's gonna falter you in having a successful week. Number 3, it would be to share your goals. You have to share them. I know accountability partner, that word, it may trigger some people, but you need to have that. It's nothing better in this world than having community, so having people that love and support you. But I believe you need to figure out the qualifications of what a good accountability partner looks like for you. But I think we all can hang our hats on and say that, hey, they need to be someone that we trust, someone we love or respect, and or someone who has some results or success in the respective field that we may be working toward or in. So that's that. Accountability partner. 4th, I believe you need to plaster it everywhere. Oh my gosh. If you are a vision board fan, high five to you, fist bump, all that good stuff. Bam. But it needs to be everywhere along with the one word, because it's out of sight, out of mind. Point blank, period. And I'm done right there. Out of sight, out of mind. So write your goals as well as your word and have it everywhere if you can. In your phone, in your car, in your bathroom, on the mirror, whatever, what have you. Which leads me to another book you need to read, is What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. My man Bedros Keuilian, shout out to him. He did his recent podcast and he said, hey, the inner B voice in you, it'll often, like, we just have a lot of negative self-talk. So if we'd like to, I'd love to review this book. But nevertheless, What to Say When You Talk to Yourself by Dr. Shad Helmstetter. This book is so amazing. It's not about to be on that whole hippie affirmations type, but it's giving you the practical as to how and why you need to have good situational self-talk, and it's another type of self-talk you need to have. So get that book. Please read it. I know everyone's heard of Atomic Habits, but that's not it. It's not Atomic Habits. And one more thing. Of course, I'm not saying don't read Atomic Habits by James Clear. However, I'm saying there's a plethora of other books out here that speak on self-improvement in a nutshell and productivity. So I know a couple. I'd love to share them with you if you'd allow me to, if you want that. If so, I'd love to read them as well as kind of do like a book club and go over them chapter by chapter. If not, I'll just suggest them to you and Mary, you be on your way. With that being said, let me know that as well in the comment section. Back to the video. So lastly, my 5th point on how to have the best year of your life: consistency and practicing grace. You need to practice consistency and grace. Again, you need to practice consistency and grace. Rome wasn't built in a day. The good phrase by Brian Tracy, I believe. No, that's another book, forgive me. But How Do You Eat an Elephant? One Bite at a Time. whatever colloquialism, phrase, saying gets you to understand that it takes time. Things take time. Oh, that's what it. I hate the phrase, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Both are a race. It's just one. And I wrote this down. This was so good, I had to write it down, y'all. They both are races. One requires perseverance, and one is quicker than the other. That's all the difference is. One is short, quick, immediate. The other, guess what? You got to have some perseverance. You got to have some endurance. You got to have some long suffering. Everybody know about the runner's high. Well, supposedly it's hell getting to the runner's high. And then when you hit that stride, it's amazing. But nevertheless, you can't get to the runner's high if you never have to persevere or struggle, or you don't have to fight to get there. So you got to do some hard stuff. And you got to practice consistency. In that practicing consistency, though, if you miss a day, that's what leads to the grace part. Do not try to go get it all back the next day, whether it be you didn't spend some money that you shouldn't have, and you were saving good, or you prepped your meals for the week, and then the next week you fell off, or hell, I'll say the weekend you fell off. It's okay. Take that day, woo-saw. Tomorrow's a new day, new grace, new mercy. So with that being said, I believe I can sum it up here and say, hey, 5 things we could do to have the best year of our life. Introspection. We need to write our goals down, create a plan with SMART goals. We need to have action steps and consequences, again, as to what a good and successful day looks like, what a bad day looks like. Basically, you need to hack yourself. No one knows you better than you. So hack yourself. I'll give you one of mine. I want to do better with my personal hygiene, specifically brushing my teeth. So guess what? I try to hack myself now by having my toothbrush in the shower at night. If I'm in the shower already, boom, I see my toothbrush, bam, brush my teeth. I know I ain't the only one. Please, you can roast me in the comments, whatever what have you. But yes, we all need to be brushing our teeth at least 2 times a day. Yeah. So, leads me to point number 3. Share your goals. Accountability partner. Community is everything. Boom. I want to give you another verse. 2 or 3 are gathered, come together. Anything can happen in my name. But a better one, it says, a 3 chord is not easily broken. Think of that 3 chords as being a braid. 2-strand twist, easy. But that braid, it's harder to get out. So community is important. 4, you need to plaster it everywhere. It needs to be everywhere. The 1 word, as well as your goals, plaster them everywhere. Please and thank you. The more you see it, the better you'll be at realizing, hey, am I doing stuff to progress me toward my goal? Remember, out of sight, out of mind. And lastly, which leads me to point number 5, practice consistency and grace. You will fail. You are going to miss a day. It's okay. Get back on the horse the next day. Don't try to get all of what you missed back in that same day. So, with that being said, this is a wrap. I appreciate you. I love you. God loves you more. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Till the next one. Gang. Happy New Year. Let's go out here and have the best 2024 of our lives.